Hey Jill, what's up? All right, girl. So I am making this video to you because baby, future Jill, I'm talking to you because girl, I need your help, okay? Um so we started this thing. I ended up purchasing The Artist Way by Julia Cameron. See our new book? Hold on, let me get an interview. And I was inspired to get this book by Doechii, right? I kind of like then went down a rabbit hole with her own journey with being the amazing artist that she is, and what kind of like unblocked her or lit a fire up under her was this book, The Artist Way. So just looking at her content, binge watching her content, I was prompted to get this book so we can start our own journey. And right now, Jillian, we are on week 1. Okay. We went and got us a notebook from Walmart. I'm gonna show you our notebook. We had already started these things called morning pages. My pen fell out of it, but we got us a real pretty ass notebook. You know, and we started our morning pages, and that was like the first assignment for like the first week that we are in. And the first thing I can say about this, Jill, is that I'm just going to have to tell you, I trust us. I trust us, girl. I trust us to, get through this course. It's a 12-week course, but I trust us. Writing the morning pages this morning was a little bit difficult. This is the beginning of the first week, right? So we get the opportunity to give ourselves some grace. We did our affirmations, which was one of the assignments within the first week. And right now we just got the opportunity to write down 3 enemies that we had in regards to like our creative block. So let me just give you like the theme of the first week, because I'm going to make another video so that way I can check in. Not we, but I, you know what I'm saying? We can check in with each other or whatever, girl. So let me just... Where we at? Yeah. We right here. That's it. 1 second. Let's see. Okay. So week 1's theme is recovering a sense of safety, right? And it says this week initiates your creative recovery. You may feel both giddy and defiant, hopeful and skeptical. The readings, tasks, and exercises aim at allowing you to establish a sense of safety, okay? Which will enable you to explore your creativity with less fear. So that is pretty much what week 1 entails. That's the theme of it. And so far, a few tasks that I have for this week is to, 1, write my morning pages. Morning pages is something that's going to have to be due for the duration of this course, which is like 12 weeks. And I have to fill 3 pages. I have to laugh to myself because one of the things that I wrote in my morning pages this morning, I cannot believe I bought like this big ass fucking gigantic notebook. Like, girl, you know what I'm saying? I know it's cute as fuck, but you gotta write 3 pages every day of morning pages. You know what I'm saying? There's a part of me that wants to be defiant and not do it, what the theme says, but girl, let me keep affirming you and telling you that I trust us. I trust us, Jill. I trust us to do this shit, and we gonna do it. I'm still laughing looking at this book, but you made it through. You did your morning pages. You did 3 of them. We did our affirmations. Now we have to do affirmations, and then we also have to be aware of these things that's called blurts. So like once you do your affirmations, as you are reprogramming, right? your sense of safety within yourself. You have to affirm yourself in certain areas that you want to reprogram to gain safety. Sometimes we have these things called blurts that come up, or like the negative self-talk that comes up. So we have to do the affirmations, and then we have to list the blurts, right? And I did that. That was one of the assignments that we got through. One of the blurts, or not blurts, or affirmations that I ended up writing for myself. Let me just go over it and just tell you. I wrote, I am a creative and talented lash artist, right? That's another thing. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes up, or a lot of things that's just going to open me up to, other forms of creativity other than being the lash artist. But this is what's coming to mind because it's like, this is for career. But anyways, let me get back to the affirmation. So my affirmation that I wrote was, I am a creative and talented lash artist. And a blurt that I have was, my work doesn't look like the lash artist's work that I admire, or, And so my new affirmation that I had to write for the blurt, I put, my work is mine and is unique to me as an artist, and my style of lashing is loved by clients and new clients who come to me and want to come to me, So that's like my new affirmation with that. And then I wrote like a few others, affirmations that I have on a page. Another thing that had came up with an affirmation that I work, I am willing to be of service through my creativity. And reading that affirmation, now this was an affirmation that was actually listed in the book that I put down, because it kind of like, I gravitated toward it because, it resonated to a thought that I had in regards to wanting to stop doing lashes, because I felt like, if I want to do it, because I felt that, yes, I want to be a service provider, but how I want to serve people, I kind of felt like it needed to be profound and spiritual. So I wrote, as a side note, up under this affirmation that I have, I wrote, this affirmation is a big one for me. I always felt like I needed to be of service in a profound way. And I never thought that creativity of what it is that I'm doing with lashes and being of profound service to people can go hand in hand, right? And I went on the list that I tried some things on my business page, because there is a part of me that want to uplift people, not just people that's within my industry. There we go. Not just people that's within my industry, lash artists, but I just want to uplift people as a whole, no matter what it is. Like I made videos on my lash page just talking about my advice that I would have given myself as a beginner lash artist. And I stopped doing that because it was a part of me that was overthinking, like, man, people may not want to hear this shit. But, see, that's the resistance. That's the resistance to the creativity, or like those negative blocks that you may have that's preventing me from stepping out and acting out the vision that God gave me to do that. So, yeah, this was profound for me. I'm glad that I wrote this and got this far in it. Another thing that I had to do was, one of the tasks was list 3 enemies. So I done already started my week 1 off with what I had at top of mind, which is me being a lash artist and me reestablishing my career. So the enemies, on my journey to doing this, I list down the 3 enemies that I had like in the past that kind of like maybe created like some creative blocks within me. So I ended up writing that down on the page. And there are some other tasks that I have to do around this. I get to do this later on the night if I feel so called to, or maybe sometime during this week, because we just on week 1. One thing I want to say, Jillian, I want to tell you that I'm proud of you, right? I'm proud of you for trying something, trying this thing, because baby, we doing our best, and I'm rooting for you. Okay, I'm rooting for you, and we are doing our best. We are developing a muscle to stay consistent, to start something and to finish it. And this is one of the creative things that I can do to start and finish, you know, this course, just to see. I see my thoughts, you know, in regards to this course. I see my thoughts, and it's like, the thoughts be saying like, okay, well, you know, is this going to be worth it? What type of profound change is going to happen? You already know. I'm just in observance of them. I let them pass. I don't listen to it. This is the reason why we was affirming ourselves so hard the day before yesterday, when I ended up purchasing the things that I needed for this course. But it was like telling me like, well, I was telling myself like, man, Jill, I trust you. I was telling myself, I trust myself. I trust myself. I trust myself, which I do. I trust you, Jillian. I trust you so much, and I trust that you are going to complete what you started. I know those thoughts are coming up. The negative Nancy's are coming up, because it's like, man, you doing all this shit. Are you going to complete it? Yes. It don't matter what happened in the past. It don't matter what I did in the past. The past is the past. I'm a new person now because I said so. So that's it, girl. This is week 1. We done started. If I feel so led, so called to make another video in regard to the other tasks that I'm going to do for this week, I will. Oh, let me mention this too. Another task that we have to do on top of doing the morning pages, but every week for the 12 weeks, we have these things called artist dates. And the artist date is a date that you go on with yourself and your inner child artist, right? And that's going to be so profound and fun for me, because it's just going to be fun. And, you know, I'm going to make content around it, and I'm going to see how it's going to go. Another reason why I made this video really quick is because, you know, I was searching on YouTube, like other content creators, aside from Doechii, listing her videos on the program that she took with the Artist Way. But I was looking at some other content creators, and these other creators, it seemed like, man, before they started this program, it was just one girl. I didn't tune into a lot of them, but this one girl, it was like, man, it looked like she had her life and her creativity all together already, you know. So her page was polished, and, you know, everything looked good, which is beautiful. Not saying anything is wrong with that. I think it's lovely. And I was just thinking to myself, like, man, I want to see some content from a creator who is starting off, you know, at square root 1. And then I had the thought to myself, like, Jillian, well, maybe you are that creator. Maybe you are that content creator that's just going to have to start at, you know, square root 1 and post this and do this. If you feel so led to, girl, post it. If you feel led to show people what it looks like for people to start from square root 1. Not polished, not perfect, but in a raw as you are. So that's my thoughts with this. This is week 1. Jill, I'm proud of you. And until next video, I'll let you, baby. Bye.